On this season of Destination Earth, we explore Morocco, from the tanneries in Fez to the dunes outside of Marrakesh. We're not your typical travel agents. We design and lead group adventures like this, so you don't just dream it, you live it. Where are we off to today? Let's find out. Alright, good day everyone. So thank you for coming back for another video. We're continuing our exploration of here in Rabat in Morocco. Now last video we had a chance to go visit the Hassan Tower and the Mohammed V mausoleum. So today we're going to be hopping into Old Rabat and checking out the Medina. Now one thing that we have to be careful about in spaces like these is we've had a fair amount of pushback on what we're allowed to film and what we're allowed to take photos of, especially when it comes to people. So we're going to go in, we're going to see what we can explore on our own, see what we're going to be able to capture, but keep that in mind if you're bringing a camera with you, that you may have people come up and say, you know, don't film here, or don't take pictures of the stall, of whatever. Always ask permission first. So we're going to go in here, we have some exciting stuff coming up in a little bit, but let's kick it off in the Medina. After only a few short moments of walking through the Medina, Akane was able to find her prize. Okay, so you have finally found a hat.
A hat.
How long did it take you to find a hat? We stopped at quite a few places, and nothing really was suiting your style. This one was close enough to the bill that we got it.
Yeah.
And you paid 80 dirham.
Yeah.
So just over 10 bucks for us.
It's
so
okay.
Relatively similar to what we can get on Amazon, which is usually a pretty good deal. So, you know, we could have perhaps bartered down a little bit, but we thought it was pretty fair for what we got. So we just decided to save our efforts and negotiation skills for something that was a little less important.
Yes.
Leaving the market, we headed northeast for another 20 minutes to our next destination of Kasbah de Oudaïas. This historic fortress and residential quarter dates back to the 12th century. Built during the reign of the Almohad dynasty, the Kasbah was initially established as a military fortification to protect the city from external threats. Just outside the walled city is a cemetery that looks over the water's edge. This graveyard is known as the Chala Necropolis, or simply Chala. It is a burial ground that dates back to the Roman times and has served as a cemetery for various civilizations over the centuries. The site of Chala was originally settled by the Romans, who established a trading port known as Sala Colonia in the 1st century AD. After the decline of the Roman rule, the site was gradually abandoned until about the 7th century, when the Muslim conquerors reoccupied it and named it Chala. In the 13th century, the Marinid dynasty, which ruled Morocco from the 13th to the 15th century, further developed Chala as a necropolis and royal burial ground. Okay, so now that we finally found what we wanted in the market, which was Akane's hat and a couple little glasses of orange juice for the two of us, we've decided to come to this place, and it is a small walled city section of Rabat that was one of the original founding locations of the city. So we're going to go in, get a sense of the history before the bigger town of Rabat existed, and see exactly what we can learn and what we can share with you about the area. The Kasbah is situated on a bluff overlooking the Atlantic Ocean in the Regreg River. One of its most notable features is the Grand Bab Oudaia, an ornate gateway that serves as the main entrance to the Kasbah. This impressive structure showcases traditional Moroccan architecture with intricate carvings and decorative motifs. Inside the Kasbah de Oudaia, narrow, winding streets, whitewashed houses with blue trims, and lush gardens can be found. The Andalusian Gardens, located within the Kasbah, are a serene retreat featuring exotic plants, fountains, and shared pathways. Beyond this, we want to share a few other interesting tidbits as we explore this walled city. In the 17th century, the Kasbah became a notorious pirate stronghold. The corsairs of Rabat and Saleh used this place as a base for launching raids across the Atlantic and Mediterranean. During that same period, the Kasbah saw an influx of Muslim and Jewish refugees expelled from Spain during the Reconquista. These Andalusian immigrants brought with them their architectural styles, customs, and crafts, significantly influencing the Kasbah cultural and architectural landscape. In the early 20th century, during the French Proctorate period, the Kasbah underwent significant restoration and urban development. The French administration preserved much of its historical architecture, while also integrating modern amenities. Although small and compact, we really enjoyed walking through these narrow streets. After spending the better part of a day here, and visiting the Hassan Tower and Mausoleum of Muhammad V, we decided to head back to our hotel and chill for the evening.